Alright, how you doing everybody? Bill Hoy, What in the World's Going On 1, YouTube channel. Making some videos here. I don't think I actually even said what the title of these videos are, but I think I said in the first one. I'll say America's in a dire situation. Title. Make a title, but let me tell you something, man. I want to continue on with talking about prepping for this end here that's coming. And once again, I'm not fear-mongering at all. Not fear-mongering at all, folks. I'm not trying to scare people into buying something from me or believing me and becoming, one of my cult members. I'm not trying to do that. I'm being honest. And what are you going to say to your kids when things get too bad to hide? What are you going to say to your kids? What are you going to say to your kids when your kid's like, oh my God, why, Mom and Dad, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you try to do something about this? What are you going to say? I know what I'm going to say. My kids aren't going to say that to me because they're going to know. My kids know I'm trying to do something. My kids know I'm trying to do something. My kids know I'm trying to do something. And believe me, I know. Hold on 1 second, please. Hey! Cut it out! It's my dog being bad. What are you going to say to your kids when things get too bad to hide? I had a thought when I lost it. Our life support systems are still intact right now, to some, to at least a livable point, at least for first world countries. And Americans can be misled into complacency, and this isn't going to last. And what are you going to say to your kids? My kids know. My kids know. And I can say that, I'm being a real father. I'm not, our parents, going back to our parents, our parents are screwed. I'm in my 40s, my parents are like in their 70s. Our parents are screwed, folks. They're perpetual children who need either a mommy, which is the liberal side of the political paradigm here in America, or they need a daddy, which is the conservative side of the political paradigm. They need a proxy parent. They're perpetual children. Perpetual children. Never grew up. Of course, they think, just because you have a job and you make money, that doesn't mean you're a grown-up. Being a grown-up is a psychological thing. It's not, oh, look, I make money, I have this job, and I'm a grown-up. No, you're not a grown-up. That's not what makes you a grown-up. It's part of it. Providing resources for yourself and others is part of that. But that's not what makes you truly a grown-up. And, when are we parents, 40s, 30s, 50s, going to grow up and start becoming true adults and stop being scared children? I speak for myself. I was a scared child for a long time, man. Finally started growing up. We are who we've been waiting for, folks. We're who we've been waiting for. We parents got to start getting knowledge. We need knowledge first. I think it's Gnosticism, not salvation through knowledge and action. I will add action to that. Salvation will come through knowledge of what's truly going on, what we need to do, aligning with natural law, and then acting upon that. Acting upon that in the aggregate. We got a chance to change this. Unfortunately, it's never going to happen. It's a shame. But you know what? I'm going to keep trying to do this, and when it all goes down, it all goes down. I'll be mentally ready for this. When things start completely collapsing to the point where it's completely noticeable and it's really affecting people, I'm going to know what's going on. You're not. You're not. You're going to be crying in your milk. And I'll be crying too, but at least I'll know what's going on. and I'll be ready to say goodbye, because that's really what prepping's all about. That's really what prepping's all about. Prepping's not about making some structure underneath the ground to live in. I mean, all you preppers, good luck. Good luck living on a planet with no life support systems in your 10 by 10 tin can underground. Good luck. Let me tell you something, folks. When our life support systems go, I'm going with it. So will all you people in your 10 by 10 tin cans, and of course all these, they're called elite people, rich people, politicians, royals, these occultists, the bankers. They got their monster fortresses, but folks, they won't last either. They'll last longer than us, but they're eventually going to go down too. They're going to go down too. This is coming for all of us. It's coming for all of us. And I'm not trying to scare people. I'm not trying to put people in fear. I'm just trying to be honest. And once again, salvation, true salvation, is through knowledge, and then I would add action. And in accordance with natural law. Watch my natural law videos. What I can tell you is that, folks, politics isn't going to save us. Politics isn't going to save us. Any solution being offered by a politician, run in the other direction. That's the best way I can say it. Any solution being offered by politicians, run in the other direction. All politicians. Not just the left, the Al Gores and their Green New Deals and all that stuff. All the right as well. Run from both sides. Run from both sides. We are who we've been waiting for. We are who we've been waiting for. And maybe a lot of these other politicians who are keeping their mouths shut because they're afraid to ruin their career aspirations, and they don't want to put a dent in their earnings or anything. Maybe they'll become courageous, quit this political system, and just start acting in accordance with natural law, and start acting in the spirit of true principles, and drop this whole political religious system and just start becoming in alignment with natural law. But let me tell you something. So politics is not going to save us. And folks, Jesus is not returning. If there ever was a man, if he ever existed, Jesus is not returning. Jesus is not returning to come back and save us, folks. When are we going to wake up? And then, of course, believing in Christ as your Savior, that's not going to help us either. Not going to help us, folks. Not going to help you. Not going to help you. You got to know and understand natural law and align yourself with it. Natural law is not a religion. Not a religion. Let's continue. Let me wrap this up. And I know none of you are going to look into what I'm talking about. I know it. In fact, most of you probably aren't even going to watch this whole video. I know that. Turn this off. You probably turned it off long before. And you know what? You got to do the research for yourself. I don't want you to believe me. But it's just the way it's going to be. And okay, I talked about the preppers. This dire scenario is right on us. It's now. This dire situation, the destruction of our natural world, which includes our rights, folks. Our rights are included in the natural world. Our rights come from creation. They're birthrights. Our rights are a part of nature. Our rights are a part of our breathable air, potable soil, and drinkable water. Our rights all tie into that. And nobody cares. People are too worried about money. People are too worried about their favorite football team winning a stupid fucking game. I'm not saying that nobody should have entertainment. I mean, entertainment is we humans need entertainment. Entertainment's a part of who we are, but we got some serious things to focus on right now, more than entertainment. I mean, we're in a, we parents got to really start focusing on this. And you know what? I'm going to be able to look my children in the eye when this is all over and say, I tried. I tried to do something. I tried to warn people. And nobody cared. Nobody cared. I had something right before my dog started barking. I had something real good in my head and I lost it. I'm trying to see if I could jog my memory here with something. I talked about all that. We're the last hope. We're the last hope, folks. We in our 40s and 30s are our last hope. And it's not going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen. And you know what I say? Even if there's no way to reverse this, what do you want to be known for in your life? Do you want to be known for being a coward, or do you want to be known for having courage? I mean, even if there's no way to reverse this, I think there's still a way to reverse this. I think we have a chance, but that chance is waning by the day. But I really think we have a chance. We have a chance to reverse this. And even if there's no chance to reverse this, I'm going to do what's right because it's the right thing to do. That's what this is about. This is about doing the right thing. It's not about the result. It's about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And what's the right thing to do? We parents need to start getting informed, and we need to start taking action. And I understand all you parents out there, you're running the hamster wheel. I understand. I understand. I did another video on this. I had so much more material, and I don't really see it. And I did a 33-minute video, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't load it. Got some work to do on that. But you parents, you got to get knowledged. And I understand that you're running the hamster wheel. And what you need to do is to start to study this stuff and start to get knowledge about this at some kind of reasonable, consistent pace, however you can do it, with your work and running the hamster wheel and all that. I understand. I understand that. We're all doing that. Let me tell you something. It took me, I started researching all this stuff back in 2013, so it took me about 7 years to get to this point of real. There's you gotta weave your way around the dialects and all that stuff. But I guess I'll cut this video out early because I lost my material. So I just wanted to get this out. This is my warning videos, warning people about what's been going on and what's happening now and what's coming. And not trying to change the world, folks, because there's no way. There's no way this world's going to change. People are going to continue doing what we're doing. It's never going to stop. So I'll cut out here at 14 minutes and go up.